Mr. Scheer, do you believe in freedom of speech?
Absolutely.
You do? Then why did you have me arrested earlier today, sir? David Menzies for the Rebel News here in Brampton, Ontario, just outside the Brampton Lions Club. Well, Andrew Scheer has dropped by to do a meet and greet with the local candidate here. For me, it's been, less than 6 hours since I was roughed up, handcuffed, arrested and released back in Whitby, Ontario. I'm going to wander into the grounds here and see if I can get an audience with Mr. Scheer. A couple of questions I want to ask him. Why did he do what he did to me 6 hours ago? And does he or does he not believe in those crazy concepts known as freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and freedom of the press? Let's see how this plays out. Hopefully, I won't be wearing a set of handcuffs and roughed up again. Here we go. Hey, how you doing there? Hi there. David Menzies with Rebel News. Don't forget What's that?
You're not allowed in here.
I'm not allowed in here?
No, you're not allowed in.
Why is that?
Okay, you've been told already that you're not allowed to our events. It's a private
sorry,
event.
who are you, sir?
I am the security
Okay.
lead for the Conservative Party of Canada.
So I'm a security threat somehow?
Just.
Well, folks, it took all of, 15 seconds before that security thug that I met earlier today told me that we're not invited. And again, we had the back and forth questions go, well, why am I not invited? Well, you're not invited, which is a non-answer. So I'm here on the grounds in the parking lot outdoors. We'll see if we're gonna go through a repeat of what happened this morning. Oh, hello again, sir.
How you doing?
Good.
We're going to allow you to say, but there's no questions allowed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's right. So there's no questions allowed.
Isn't that the idea of a free press
Yeah, there's no questions allowed.
for all the media?
Yeah, for all the media.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just so that you're aware.
Just harmless questions.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, there's no questions allowed. That's for all the media.
and you've set up all these cameras are set up with no questions.
Right. That's just where that's right.
Well, folks, as you just saw, the security guard that told me to beat it when I first came here says, well, I can stick around, just can't ask any questions. Oh, Miss Gossel. Miss Gossel? Hello.
Hi.
Hey, David Menzies, Rebel News. Can I ask you, does Andrew Scheer believe in freedom of speech?
Of course he does.
Okay, then. Why was it that earlier today I was let off in handcuffs from his Whitby presser?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm so sorry. We have to get started.
Oh, you got to get started?
Yes.
Okay.
To be here. Merci beaucoup pour cet accueil très, très, très chaleureux. Friends, I got great news, great news. We are halfway to Election Day, halfway to getting rid of Justin Trudeau's...
You can come over here on this side, but not on the stage.
But these people are on this stage.
They're part of their staff. Okay?
Their staff? They're media.
Yeah. Well, I can't see over. We're
Well,
not.
it says CTV on the camera. Mr. Scheer, do you believe in freedom of speech? Mr. Scheer? Mr. Scheer, do you believe in freedom of speech? Mr. Scheer, do you believe in freedom of speech? You do? Why did you have me arrested earlier today, sir?
Now can I have one?
Mr. Scheer, why was I arrested earlier today? Sir? Mr. Scheer, could you answer that question? Mr. Scheer, you said you absolutely believe in freedom of speech, but you had me arrested. Could you explain that, please? Now, this is interesting. I'm trying to ask Andrew Scheer if he believes in freedom of speech. He said absolutely. and he wouldn't answer why he had me arrested earlier today for exercising freedom of speech. And now, as you can see behind me, there's this like human wall of Conservative Party security staff, like this fella here with the Canadian flag, and they're not letting me get any closer to Mr. Scheer. I've already been disciplined by saying you're not supposed to ask any questions. So in any event, I'm going to try to see if Mr. Scheer will walk past me a little closely and try to press him on this issue of why he has journalists in Canada arrested for asking impolite questions.
Mr. Scheer, if you believe in free speech, why did you have me arrested today?
Excuse me. Mr. Scheer, if you believe in free speech, why was I arrested today earlier? Can you answer that question, Mr. Scheer? Can you answer that question? Why are you arrested? Excuse me. What are you talking about? All these you're only going to Mr. Scheer, can you answer my question? Well, the Andrew Scheer meet and greet here in Brampton has wrapped up, and Mr. Scheer is back on the bus going to who knows where. I'm going to see if I can find any of the other local Brampton Conservative candidates. And sure enough, just to the left of me, I do see Ramona Singh. I'm going to go and ask Miss Singh what her position is on freedom of speech. Ramona Singh,
Hi.
David Menzies, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Ramona, I'm just trying to get a question answered by Mr. Scheer, but he won't answer it, and that is whether or not he believes in freedom of speech. Can you speak for him on that point?
Well, I mean, the leader has always been open about freedom of speech. It was one of the things that it was his platform for the leadership, and it's a big tent party, absolutely. But you'd have to reach out to him for his own quotes. But he's always been somebody who's been open to that.
Well, you may not know this, Ramona, but just about 6 hours ago, I was actually arrested in Whitby for attending a Conservative press conference. So when it comes to that big tent, I'm just wondering why Mr. Scheer is picking and choosing which media he will speak to and have the media he doesn't want to speak to actually arrested.
I can't speak on that. I'm sorry to hear that, David.
Yeah.
I'm definitely sorry to hear that, but
Okay.
I can't speak on that.
All right, then.
I didn't know about that. My apologies to you.
I guess my visit here could be considered as a measure of progress. For example, although I was initially told to beat it by security, they relented, given my stubbornness, and said I could stay, as long as I didn't ask any questions, mind you. Yeah, a journalist not asking questions, that's kind of like asking a bricklayer not to build a house, isn't it? And when I did get a question asked to Mr. Scheer, it was, do you believe in free speech? He said, absolutely. But he didn't answer the supplemental question, which was, if you believe in free speech, then why did he have me arrested earlier today in Whitby? And I think the silence was deafening to that one. So as much as Mr. Scheer claims he's a free speech advocate, the evidence shows otherwise. And I think these are dangerous waters Mr. Scheer is treading in. If you are conservative, if you are right of center, good golly, surely you believe in freedom of the press and freedom of expression and freedom of speech and freedom to say what you will on campus. But Mr. Scheer might say he supports that, but again, clearly by his actions, he does not. For the Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, freedom of speech is still under attack, and sometimes it's from the most unlikely sources, such as the Conservative Party. Perhaps by now you saw what happened to me at the Conservative Party presser in Whitby, Ontario, in which I was kicked out of the building, kicked off the grounds, kicked off the parking lot, and still was arrested and handcuffed because I had the temerity to ask Andrew Scheer some, I guess, impolite questions. Well, if you're as mad about that as I am, folks, please go to our new website, letusreport.com, letusreport.com, sign the petition, and if you can, please kick in a buck or two so that we can continue on the campaign trail, bringing you the kind of journalism that no one else in the media party is providing.